Hey guys, welcome to yoga. I'm so happy that you guys all rolled out your mat and have made some time to hang out with me and to move your body. So throughout this process, I have become very aware of cause and effect and the things that I do that are responses to how I'm feeling. So, Glennie just has to check in and say hi, make sure that you guys are all doing good too. So, I'll say that has been my favorite part of this whole quarantine is getting to do yoga with him. I did a yoga class last night and it was just a yin class, more of a meditative class where I kind of just sat down and it was great, but he joined me and it was so much fun. So I hope that you guys can take a minute to think about your favorite part of this whole quarantine time, and whatever it is, let that be a reminder throughout your practice that it's really great that we get to move. And I'm gonna try playing music this time because there are some outside noises with neighbors doing work to their houses and who knows what. So I'm gonna play some music, but feel free to put music on top of this if you'd like, or to leave some feedback if it's easier to hear me if I don't play music. So we're gonna start seated. Find your way to a comfortable seat. Crisscross applesauce is cool, or whatever feels right for you. So remember, this is your time, and if you do nothing else but focus on being here entirely, then you have succeeded. So taking the next 45-ish minutes to just be here, not worry about anything else, not think about what is going to happen later today or tomorrow or at the end of the month. Just be here, just for 45 minutes. And if you haven't already, don't forget to make sure to make your space as comfortable as possible. So if you have a candle or an infuser or a blanket that you want to grab, go ahead and do so. So once you get to that spot where you're relaxed, let your shoulders fall. Your hands can rest on your knees. Relax your throat and let your eyelids gently fall. And relax all the muscles in your face. So the cheeks are soft and slightly unhinge the jaw, wiggling the jaw side to side. Relax your throat and start to notice your breath. And observing how we tend to just breathe into our throat. And see if you can start to deepen that breath. On your next inhale, draw the breath in through your nose. Count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top of your breath. Open your mouth, exhale, let go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here and then notice your heaviness in your shoulders and how relaxed your body is as you're completely emptied of breath. And then on your inhale, draw the breath in through your nose again. And you can adjust the length of your breath, just trying to keep your exhales longer than your inhales. Hold at the top, filling up. And once you're ready, slowly and softly let go of that breath. One more deep, slow breath in through your nose. Drawing the shoulders up towards your ears, and then open your mouth, exhale, let go. You can flutter your eyes open. Start to circle your head over to the left. Take your time moving slow. I promise we'll speed it up a little bit. But just pause in any of those spaces where you're noticing you're holding on to tension, especially now as many of us are working from home and we're not used to that. We're sitting in whatever space, possibly a couch, doing this. And that's, over time, that's really not great. And we hold a lot of our stress in our shoulders. So see if you can keep your shoulders relaxed as you circle the head and then switch directions. Come back to center on your inhale. Take the arms out wide. Lift the arms up, palms touch on your inhale. Exhale, draw the hands down the middle, thumbs to the sternum, exhale. Bow your head in. Maybe thinking about an intention you want to set for your practice today, for your time on your mat, something that makes you smile, reminding yourself to have fun with this time that you have. And on your inhale, open the arms out wide. Circle up all of that energy, all of that goodness. Exhale, draw the hands back down. And then cross your hands over your heart, plant that. Let that settle in. And then come onto all fours for tabletop pose. Knees are underneath the hips. And then the wrists line up underneath the shoulders. Moving through cat-cows on your inhale, tuck the toes, drop the belly, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, release the toes, round the spine, curl your chin in as you press your upper back towards the ceiling. So it's as if I were there, I would be pressing my hands in between your shoulder blades so that you're really pressing into the hand. Inhale, drop the belly, tilt the tailbone, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine. Send the hips towards the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly for your cow pose. Exhale, round the spine. And this time, tent the hands so you're coming onto the finger mounds and the palms are lifted. So really work on sending the shoulders away from each other. And then you can start to circle the hips, moving in one direction. And then switch directions. Come back down onto the palms. Take the knees in towards each other. And then sitting on your heels. We're going to work into the wrists. So take your hands forward, making fists with your hands. Keep your elbows hugged in, and then work on circling in one direction. Try to keep your forearms straight. So we're not doing this. We're just making little teeny tiny circles. It's really hard. And then switch directions. Moving slowly is the key. Interlace the fingers, flip the hands, stretch the palms forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach towards the left. Inhale, center. Switch to the right. Inhale, center. Release the bind. Take the hands behind your back and grab opposite elbows, or press the hands together, prayer hands behind your back, or just interlace your fingers, whatever feels right for you. The goal is to open up your chest. And then release that. Twist to your left. Take your left hand behind your seat, right hand on top of the left thigh. Hold for your inhale, find length in your spine. And then exhale, twisting deeper. Come back to center. Switch sides. Take your right hand behind your seat, left hand on top of the right knee. Inhale, use your breath, fill up. Exhale, release your breath, allowing you to move deeper into that twist. And then come back to center. Inhale, circle the arms up, palms touch. And then interlace the fingers. Take the hands behind the back of your head. Press the back of your head into your hands to open up your chest. Slight back bend here. Keep your chest lifted, keep working up. And then coming into child's pose. Take the knees out wide. Walk the hands forward as you melt your chest down. So you can rest on your forehead here. I'm going to lift my gaze just so I can talk to you guys through this. So you want to rest your forehead onto the mat, and then you can wiggle your hips side to side to find that comfy spot. The hips are relaxed, the belly is soft, you're on the tops of your feet. And then make your child's pose active. So tent your hands again and crawl your hands forward as you send your hips back. Keep that length in your spine and walk your hands to the top left corner of your mat. Send your right hip back. So you're opening up through that right side body. Come back to center as you stay low, and then walk over towards the right. Send your left hip back. Slowly come back to center. Inhale brings you back up to your tabletop pose, just a pause, and then heart melting pose. So from here, you're gonna keep the hips in line with the knees and walk the hands forward. Melt the chest down. Literally melting your heart. So you can come down onto the forearms if you need to, or you can rest all the way down onto your chest. The goal here is to relax your shoulders. Hold for 2 more breaths. And then walk your hands back into your tabletop pose. Ground down through your left hand. On your inhale, reach the right arm up. Take the gaze up towards your ceiling, or if you're outside, towards the sky. And then circle your wrist. So circle your right hand, making little circles. Switch directions. And then making big circles with your right arm. So take your hips back and then reach forward. Switch directions. Inhale, reach the right arm back up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, thread the needle. Draw the right arm in front of your chest over towards the left. Lower onto the right cheek. Take your left hand to the top right corner of your mat to work deeper into the outside of that right shoulder. Or if you want to work more on a twist, you can continue to reach that left arm up. Take the gaze up. Or take a bind, wrap the left arm behind your back, inside grip of the right thigh. If you want to work on balance here, you can tuck the right toes and then lift the left leg up. Keeping the hips squared to the mat. And then come back up onto your tabletop pose. Wag your dog, shake side to side, loosen up. And then moving into the other side. Ground down through the right hand. So the hand is planted out like you're giving the floor a high five. Inhale, reach that left arm up. And then circle that left hand. So you want to keep your fingers spread out wide in your hand that's grounded to protect the wrist joints. And then make those big circles with the left arm. You can always send the hips back. And then switch directions. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Draw the left arm in front of your chest. Lower onto the left cheek. You can walk the right hand to the top right corner of your mat or take those modifications, taking a twist, whatever you did on the other side. And once you're ready, coming back onto all fours, tabletop pose, tuck the toes. And then start to float the knees, floating tabletop pose. So first engage your core. And then your knees just float. Your shins are parallel to the ground. And your wrists are in line with your shoulders here. On your exhale, send your hips back to your heels so the knees are bent. Press into the hands to stretch forward. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up and back. Woo! Then freestyling here, you can pedal out the legs. Do what feels best for you and your body. I like to ground down through one foot, lift one leg up. There's that pop. You can circle the knee, open up through the hip, and switch sides. Slowly come back to stillness. We're going to start to move a little bit. So take the gaze forward. On your inhale, lift the heels up, bend the knees, and press the hips up towards the ceiling. So it's like you're pinching your downward facing dog. So by bending the knees, we're really working on being gentle as we open up the hamstrings. So press into the hands to work your chest towards your thighs. Exhale, lower the heels down. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, belly to the thighs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heels. Belly to the thighs. Last time, keep working that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower. On your inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. So find your alignment here. If you notice that your shoulders are forward in front of your wrists, then your downward dog is too short. If you notice that rolling forward, your wrists are in front of your shoulders, then your downward dog is too long. So find that nice alignment. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more, inhale, roll forward plank. And you can bend your knees here, roll it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Hug the elbows in, lower halfway, chaturanga. And then lower all the way down onto your belly. Release your toes down. Baby cobra pose on your inhale. Lift just the chest up off of the mat. Back of the neck is long. Gaze is down at your mat. So lengthen through the collarbones. You should feel the low back muscles. Squeeze the elbows in. Hold the pose, not the breath. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. Roll the shoulders up. Lifting just the chest. Maybe you float the hands this time. Squeeze the elbows in. Working on opening up that chest and using the low back muscles. Relax the glutes. Exhale, lower. This time, take your hands to the outsides of your mat and send your thumbs forward. So your thumbs are like this. And then we're working into a full cobra pose. So hips stay grounded on the mat. Keep the elbows in. You don't want them splaying out. Keep them in. So you might not straighten out your elbows. If you want to work into full seal, work the elbows to straight and then rotate the eyes of the elbows forward. But instead of dumping into your low back, you want to keep pressing your shoulders forward by working the shoulder blades down the back. Slowly lower down. Take your hands in to hug the rib cage. Tuck the toes, engage the quadriceps, so now the thighs are lifted. On your inhale, press up plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the gaze forward, step, hop, or float the feet to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Work the feet into touch. And then chair pose on your inhale. Sink the hips, sweep the arms up. So in our chair pose, I say this every time, but I say it because I have to remind myself. Tuck your tailbone to engage the low core muscles, those low abdominals. They need to be doing the work to support that low body. Squeeze the thighs together. Sink the hips lower. Lift the chest up higher. Exhale, come up to standing, release the arms down. On your inhale, circle the arms up, palms touch. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze the thighs together. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach to the right. Tick-tock, inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Ground down through the left foot. Start to lift that right foot up. Flex the right foot. And then cross the right ankle behind the left. Stretching deeper. Inhale, center. Uncross the ankles. Other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, use your breath. Stretch to the right. Ground down through the right foot. Start to lift that left foot. Flex the left foot. And then cross the left ankle behind the right. Keep stretching. Inhale, center. And then take your feet together. Send your hips back as you reach forward. So you're pointing forward as you send your hips back. And you can keep a soft bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. So hands can come onto the shins. As you lengthen up the spine, you want to act as though your spine is a table. Exhale, softly bend the knees, forward fold. Use your breath. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Notice each time you exhale, you find a deeper expression of the pose. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Empty out that breath. Let your head hang heavy for ragdoll hang. So work the feet about hips width distance apart here. And then grab opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy. Nod it yes, shake it no. You can sway side to side. Plant the hands. Step back for your plank pose. Inhale, shift the shoulder heads forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use that core. Lift the hips up and back, rolling over the toes. On your inhale, right leg lifts. So flex the right foot, the toes face down towards the ground. So your right foot might not get up very high. That's okay. You want to work on grounding down through the left foot. And then open up the hips. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Point the right toes up towards the ceiling. So work the right shoulder down here. Instead of opening up through that side, work the right shoulder down. Work the right heel in towards your glute. Keep working the right knee up towards the ceiling. Take a look underneath your left arm. Can you see your toes? Hold for your inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right knee, right tricep, tap. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, cross the body, left, right knee, left tricep, tap. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, warrior 1. Step the right foot in between the hands, dial the left heel in. So the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Then root to rise, ground down through your feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers, press the palms together. Inhale, lift your chest, humble warrior. Keep the length in your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Reach the arms up and over. Inhale brings you back up, release the bind. Water wheel, send the left arm forward, right arm back. And then reverse, release the right hand back. Reach the left arm up and over. And then twist, release that left hand down. Reach the right arm up, lift the back heel up. So you're in a lunge twist now. Beautiful. IT band stretch. Rotate onto the outside blades of both feet. So send the toes towards the right. Sink the left hip down, reach the right arm back towards the left foot. The left wrist should be stacked on top of the left shoulder. Inhale, pulse, lift the hips, reach the right arm up. Exhale, lower the left hip down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep the feet flexed. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Take a look down at your left hand. Keep the fingers spread out wide. Step the right foot back, side plank pose. You can hold here or play with the side plank tree pose. Start to bend the right knee. And then take the tiptoes to the inside of the right thigh. Keep working the right knee up towards the ceiling. If you want to play with wild things, step the right foot behind your left leg, sink the hips, inhale, sweep the arms up, reaching back. And then come back if you took that plank pose, downward facing dog, exhale. Walk the hands to the back of your mat to meet your feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. Take the first 2 fingers, wrap them around your toes. Keep a deep bend in your knees. Feet are hips width distance apart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Take the elbows out wide. So just like we did in that ragdoll hang, you're letting your head hang heavy. You can sway side to side. And keep your fingers around that right toe. As you plant release the left hand, and then take your left hand to your left hip crease. If you have the balance, you can always release the bind, but if you want to play with your balance, start to lift up, draw the right knee in, come into standing. So, you have a grip around your big toe, and then stretch that right foot forward. Ooh. Take the right foot out to the right, keeping your left hand on your hip, Or you can reach your left hand over to the side. Come back to center. And you can hold here. And then we're going to play with the pistol squat. So you already have the grip. You can keep a bend in the right knee. Bend the left knee, sink the hips. You guys got it. If you want to play more, work on coming straight up. Oh man, I did it! Yeah! Figure 4 stretch. Take the right foot to the top of the left thigh. Release that bind. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Press the palms. Exhale, take the hands to the midline. Interlace the fingers. Flip the hands. Sink the hips as you stretch the hands forward. Woo! You can pulse here. You can play. You can dance. If you want to play with flying pigeon pose, plant the hands. Take the top of the left foot to the top of the left tricep. Keep the elbows hugged in. Make a shelf with that shin. Lean forward. Wrap the toes around that tricep. Start to fly. Or you can just play. Come back to standing. Tree pose. Take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, the left ankle. You just don't want it on your left knee. And here's the real challenge. Find your balance. Press the hands together. Maybe you grow your tree, stretch the arms out wide. Maybe you close your eyes. That is so hard to do. And then release it down, shake it out. We're gonna flow it out on your inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, shooter hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, left leg lifts. Flex the foot so the toes face down to the mat. Really feel it in the back of your right hamstring. And then open up the hips. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Point the left toes up towards the ceiling and work that left shoulder down. Draw the left heel into your glute. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, knee to nose round. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, cross the body, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose round. Step up here for your warrior one. So the right heel dials in. Left foot is in between the hands, root to rise. Inhale, sink the hips, sweep the arms up. And then release your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, reach the fists down as you lift your heart up. Exhale, keep the length in your spine. Left shoulder to the left knee, bowing forward. Inhale, lifts you up, release the bind. Water wheel, send the left arm back, right arm forward. And then reverse, release the left arm back, reach the right arm up. Release the right hand down to the inside of the left foot. Reach that left hand up towards the ceiling. Lift that back heel up. And then coming into your IT band stretch. So remember, the right wrist needs to stay in line with the right shoulder. Stack your bones. Rotate onto the outside blades of both feet. Reach the left hand back towards the right foot. Pulsing, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Take your gaze down with that right hand. And then step the left foot back to meet the right side plank pose. And maybe you float the left heel up. Maybe you take a tree plank. Maybe you step the left foot back for a wild thing. Loosen the hips up, reach the left hand up and over. Send the belly up towards the ceiling. Come back. Plank pose. And then downward facing dog, hips work up and back. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat, forward fold. This time, we're gonna flip the hands to slide the hands underneath the feet. So the fingertips come towards the heels and bend your knees as much as you need to. You want to work your toes as high up towards the wrists as you can. To give yourself a little massage there. So shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Maybe you start to lift the heels up. Release any tension you're holding in your head or your neck. So you don't need to look up or anything. Just let your head hang heavy. And then release that down. 2 fingers around the left foot. Take your right hand to the inside of the right hip. Ground down through that right foot. Inhale, lifts you up. Bringing that left knee in. So from your foundation, find a spot in front of you on the ground, something that's not moving, and then extend that left leg out in front of you. Drop the left hip down. Take the left leg out to the left. And then maybe you reach the right arm out to the right. Take the gaze over to the right. The trick here is to engage the right quadricep. Come back to center. You can keep a soft bend in the left leg. And then coming into that pistol squat, sink the hips. Woo! I don't know if I can get up from here, but we're gonna try it. So really flex through the left foot. See if you can come back up. Figure 4 stretch. Take the left foot on top of the right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Press the hands together, draw the hands down the midline, thumbs to the sternum. Flip the hands. Stretch the hands forward, sink the hips down. Press the hands forward as you really sink the hips, flex that left foot. And you can fly it out if you want. Plant the hands, make sure the wrists are in line with the shoulders. Wrap the left foot on top of the right tricep. Fingers spread out wide, create the shelf with your shin, and then lean forward, draw your right heel in, maybe you extend it out. Come back. We'll all lift back up. Tree pose. I know we're on that right foot, but you can do it, guys. So even just taking the left foot to the inside of the right ankle is fine. Or maybe you take the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Another trick here, engage that right quadricep. Maybe you reach your arms out. Maybe you close your eyes. Sway side to side. Woo, and then release it down. Shake it out. Woo. All right, flow it out. On your inhale, sweep the arms out. Palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose round. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee, right tricep tap. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, cross the body and hold. Kick the right foot out to the right. Maybe you float that right foot. Maybe you reach the left arm up. Optional push up here. You can release the right foot down, release that left hand. Inhale, come back up, sweep the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Warrior 2, exhale. Step the right foot in between the hands. Double back foot in. So the outside edge of your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. And then cartwheel the arms up. Relax the shoulders down. On your inhale, flip the right palm, reach forward. Exhale, reach the right arm up and back. Inhale, come back up. Take the right elbow to the right knee, reach the left arm up. And you can hold here, or maybe you take a bind behind your back. Take the left hand behind your back, inside leg with the right thigh. Keep pressing the chest back, so we're not punching forward, trying to get into the spine, as if you're leaning back onto a wall or something that will hold you up. Maybe you extend that right arm out, floating the fingertips so you're not just dropping down. Maybe you take a bind. Keep extending the chest back. And then release the hands down, lizard lunge. Release the left knee down. Hands are on the inside of that right foot. So keep the right knee hugged in here. Allow that left hip to drop as you lift your chest up. Beautiful. Plant the hands. Tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee. Yogi squat. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Sink the hips. Lift your chest up. Plant the hands. Lift your hips. Come back into your forward fold. Work the heels into touch. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, flow it out. Vinyasa. However you want to get there. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee the nose round. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep tap. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, cross the body, left knee, right tricep. And maybe kick that left leg out, keep it floated, or release it down. Reach the right arm up. Optional push-up. Inhale, sweep the left leg up and back. Exhale, stepping through for warrior two. Left foot steps in between the hands. Dial the right heel in. Circle the arms up. Sink the hips. Put the left arm, reach forward. Exhale, reach the left arm up and back. Inhale, lifts you up. Take the left elbow to the left knee. Reach the right arm up. Find whatever variation works best for you. So maybe you just open up the arms. Maybe you take the bind behind your back. Remember to keep your chest lifted. Keep leaning back. Beautiful. Release the hands to the inside of the left foot. Sink the right knee down. Release the right toes. Lizard lunge. Keep the chest lifted. Let the right hip fall. Plant the hands. Yogi squat. Tuck the right toes. Lift the right knee. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Sink the hips. Pulsing here. Press the hands together. On your inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Optional hold here. Play with your crow pose. If you want to play with crow, plant the hands. Take the knees as high up into the triceps as you can. Squeeze the knees in. Lock it in. Lift and float. Fly it out. If you're in crow pose, you have the option to shoot it back into your chaturanga and flow out through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs in that downward facing dog. And then step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lift the hips for under stretch. And then we're going to get funky here. So with the hips lifted, bend the right knee. Walk the hands to the outside of that right foot. So we're twisting. It's going to feel weird, but let your knees bend. And we're going to lower the hips down. See how that happened? Isn't that cool? So now the right knee is stacked on top of the left. And your hips are in between your heels. So if this is super uncomfortable for you, that's okay, that's pretty normal. Just extend the left leg out. Otherwise, keep the heels tucked in. Work on finding both sits bones onto the ground. Inhale, circle the arms up, palms touch. And then draw the hands down the middle, thumbs to the sternum. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So twist. Try to find a lifted chest here. Maybe you open the arms up. And then come back to center. And then taking cow facing arms. So reach the left arm up. Bend at the elbow. And then press the back of your head into your forearm. You can use your right hand to draw the elbow back a little bit more. And your hand can come in between the shoulder blades. Slowly release that. Come forward and unwind the legs. Downward facing dog. Front the toes, work the hips up and back. Pedal out the legs here. Lift the left leg up. And then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. I don't know what's happening with that. Runner stretch, lift the hips. Curl your spine. And then softly bend both knees. Walk the hands over to the left. And keep walking, and then you spin onto the outside blades of the feet. Lower the right knee down. Left knee lowers on top. Sink the hips down. And maybe this side feels a little more open or less open for you. This side feels funky for me, so you can always extend that bottom leg forward. Inhale, circle the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, draw the hands down the middle, and then twist to the left. Slowing down your breath. Come back to center. And then reach the right arm up. Bend at the elbow. Take your hand behind the back of your head. You can always use your right hand to draw the elbow in. Maybe take a bind. And then softly release. Walk your hands back. Unwind the legs. Place the feet onto the mat. Reverse tabletop pose, so fingertips face towards your hips. Walk the feet in, they're about hips width distance apart. On your inhale, lift the hips. You can let your head fall back if that feels okay. And then slowly sink the hips. Extend the left leg out to the side. Draw the right heel in, so you're in a side straddle pose. On your inhale, you can stretch the left arm down to meet your left ankle. Reach the right arm up, over your head. Find that stretch. Maybe you bend your elbow, take your hand behind your head, take the gaze up. If you want to work deeper, take your left hand to the right thigh. Let the left shoulder fall to the inside of the left leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Take an outside grip of the left foot. The goal here is to make sure you're not closing off your chest. Open up through that side body, working the right hip down. Find that length. Slowly come back up to center. And then crawl your hands forward. Lower down onto your forearms. You can let the palms face up. Just relax. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up, switch sides. Kick the right leg out to the right, draw the left heel in. And then reach the right arm down the right leg. Take the left arm up. Maybe bend at the elbow. Maybe keep reaching over towards the right. Wherever you go, just keep that left hip down. If you want to work deeper, take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Keep reaching that left arm up and over. Come back to center. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, melt your chest down. You can bend at your elbows. Oh, you're not supposed to touch your face. Flip your hands. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. Send both legs forward, setting up for a forward fold. So take all the muscle from underneath your sits bones, so you can find your sits bones on the mat. Keep a gentle bend in your knees. If you know that your hamstrings are feeling tight, you can slide a towel or make fists, work them underneath your knees. You want to keep the toes soft. On your inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, start to lean forward. Maybe that's as far as you go. That's okay. Or maybe you inhale, exhale, let yourself fall forward a little bit more. Letting gravity work for you. Guide you deeper and deeper. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. Bend your knees. Lower down onto your back. So when you get there, draw the knees into your chest and circle out the feet, flex and point the toes. Happy baby pose. Bend the knees. Thread the arms to the inside of the legs. Take an outside grip of both feet. And then you can rock side to side. You can play with alternating straddles. So just like we did seated, sending one leg out, one foot out, drawing the opposite foot in. Extend both legs up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet. And you can hold here. You can take your hands in a diamond shape, palms face down underneath your sacrum. So lift the hips. Just slightly elevating the hips here. Shoulders are relaxed on the mat. If you want to work into plow pose, keep the gaze up towards the ceiling and then kick your feet up over your head. Your feet will land behind your head. If that feels okay for you, interlace the fingers and then press into the outside blades of the hands. So squeeze the elbows in. If you want to press your knees to the outsides of your temples, that can feel pretty good too. You have the option to take your legs up towards the ceiling here. Place your hands behind your hips. Slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Last little push, release the feet down. Bridge pose on your inhale, lift the hips. You always have the option to make this more restorative and take the hands underneath the hips. Or if you want to work deeper, you can take full wheel pose. If you want to work into full wheel, lower the hips down. Bend the arms so your elbows face up towards the ceiling. Work the fingertips underneath the shoulders. Press into the feet. Keep the elbows hugged in. And then lift the hips. Make sure you're pressing your chest towards whichever way you're facing. So you want to work into the chest so that you're not just bending the knees. And then slowly lower down. Curl your chin into your chest. Draw your knees in. Give yourself one more squeeze. Gentle side body twisting. Open the arms out to a T. Let the knees fall to the left. You can take the gaze over your right shoulder. You can cross the right thigh on top of the left. Find that space to relax. Get any last wiggles out, any snaps, crackles, and then switch sides. Make your way into your final Shavasana pose. Extend the legs out long. Arms rest along your sides. Palms face up, open to receive. Let your eyes close. Let go of your breath, let go of your practice. And take the time to notice how you feel. The way that your heartbeat feels, meaning in your chest. The way that your body feels after a little bit, or maybe a lot of movement. Maybe Maybe spots that you need to revisit to stretch a little bit more. Maybe finding that core of acceptance and contentment. As we all pause in this moment, not letting ourselves be overwhelmed by whatever is to come next, because none of us know. That true idea of contentment comes from being able to sit where we are and not wanting things to be a certain way or to look a certain way. That's when the true practice begins. I think we're all in it right now. Where we can't rely on anything external to dictate our internal. I hope you all enjoy this last little bit as you rest on your mat and give yourself a break. Enjoy this time because it will not last forever. Continue to notice the favorite parts of this whole process that you get to enjoy, whether it's time at home with your animals, whether it's staying in your pajamas some days, whether it's creating your own schedule, whether it's making an awesome lunch in the middle of the day. So many things that we can be grateful for, especially our health, and being able to have more time to reach out to each other and be kind to each other. So I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing rest of your day, your week, your month, and I can't wait to see everyone soon. Namaste. Namaste with Blenny.